Hi students, so today in this video we are going to discuss about graphs of trigonometric ratios. So basically to draw graphs of trigonometric ratios we will consider along x-axis we will take x values and along the y-axis we will take y values. For example, if you want to draw the graph of y is equal to sin x. So if you want to draw the graph of y is equal to sin x, y is equal to sin x means x must be in degrees or radians, because x is clearly an angle. So it must be in degrees or radians. Generally we consider x in radians. Okay, so these x values will be taken along x-axis and y values, that is sin x values, which are real numbers, will be taken along y-axis. Now by taking some suitable values in place of x, like I have taken here, so by taking some suitable values in place of x, we will find y values, and the combination of these two, that is the ordered pairs x comma y. By taking some suitable x values we will find y, and the combination of these two, that is x comma y ordered pairs, are plotted in the coordinate plane. These x comma y points or ordered pairs will be plotted on coordinate plane like this. Okay, and by joining these points by a smooth curve we get the graph of trigonometric ratios. That is a simple example. Now let us see how the graph of y is equal to sin x will look like. So by taking suitable values of x here, we are going to find y values. So let us start from 0. If x is 0, y becomes sin 0. If x is taken as 0, y becomes sin 0. What is sin 0? 0. If x is taken as pi by 2, means 90 degrees, y will be sin pi by 2 means sin 90, which is 1. And what is this? Minus 1. Why? Because sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. So sin of minus pi by 2 will be minus sin pi by 2. So if I find for pi by 2, the opposite sign of that will come for minus pi by 2. That's all simple. Next, for pi, when x is taken as pi, we get y is equal to sin pi 0. For all multiples of pi, sin function is obviously 0. So 3 pi by 2. When x is 3 pi by 2, y is equal to sin 3 pi by 2 minus 1. Okay, so let us go like this. For pi we are getting 0, for minus pi also you will get 0. For 3 pi by 2 you got minus 1, for minus 3 pi by 2 you will get 1. Because already we have seen here sin of minus theta is minus sin theta. So sin of minus 3 pi by 2 will be minus sin 3 pi by 2, which will be minus of minus 1. Just opposite signs, that's all. Sin 2 pi is 0. And sin of minus 2 pi is also 0. So these are the different values of y for some suitable values of x which we have taken. Now let us try to draw the graph. If we see y values, in y values you can see only 0, 1, minus 1 like this. Because we know that sin x always varies between 1 and minus 1. These y values are clearly varying between minus 1 and 1 only. Okay, so let us take the graph now. So 0 with a difference of pi by 2, we are taking the angles on x-axis. So this is the positive side of x-axis and this is the negative side of x-axis. With a difference of pi by 2, we are taking the angles. So this is about x values on x axis. Now y values we discussed will be between -1 and 1 only. So I will take 1 somewhere here and -1 somewhere here. So I will draw a parallel line at 1 to make sure that whatever curve we are drawing does not cross this dotted line, because y values, you can see y values means sin x values cannot be more than 1. So the graph cannot actually cross this dotted line. So to make sure that the graph does not cross the this -1, so I am drawing a dotted line. This is not drawing a dotted line is not mandatory, just for our convenience I am drawing like this. Okay. Next, now let us plot the ordered pairs x comma y. So first, when x is 0, y is 0, means 0 comma 0 origin. When x is pi by 2, y is 1. When x is pi by 2, y is 1. So I will take the point somewhere here. When x is pi by 2, y is 1. So you know that the point will be taken like this. Okay. So when x is pi, y is 0. When x is 3 pi by 2, y is -1. When x is 2 pi, y is 0. So towards right of the y-axis I have considered the points. Now I am coming to the left of y-axis. For -pi by 2, -1. For -pi it is 0. For -3 pi by 2 it is 1. And for -2 pi 0. So these are the ordered pairs. Now by joining the points by a smooth curve means you should not use scale. By a smooth curve we will get the graph. Okay. So I am trying to draw the graph now. So by joining the points through a smooth curve like this, so we will get the graph something like this. So this is the shape of sine curve. The sine x graph or the sine function curve is going to be something like this. Okay, so it is nothing but in the shape of a wave. So it is a wave shaped curve. Okay, so one more concept we have to discuss in this. When you observe the graph carefully, between 0 and 2 pi, you observe the shape of the curve. Between 0 and 2 pi. Between -2 pi and 0, you observe the shape. So between -2 pi and 0, whatever shape we are getting, the same is repeating for 0 to 2 pi. The shape of the graph between -2 pi and 0, 0 and 2 pi, the same shape is repeating. So the graph is repeating means actually y values are repeating are the meaning. That you can see in the values also. So between -2 pi and 0, whatever values we are getting, the same values are actually repeating. See here, between -2 pi and 0, 0, 1, 0, -1, 0. See here, 0, 1, 0, -1, 0. The values are repeating. Therefore, the graph is also, or the graph shape is also repeating. Now, the specific interval for which the graph repeats, or the specific interval for which the function values, means y values, repeat, that specific interval is called as the period of the function. So what is the period? So period is nothing but the specific interval for which the graph is repeating. Here you can see the graph is repeating, okay, for this interval between -2 pi to 0. That is with a gap of 2 pi radians or 360 degrees. 0 to 2 pi, same shape you are getting. So with a gap of 2 pi or 360 degrees. That is for every 2 pi radians or 360 degrees, the graph is going to repeat. for every 2 pi radians. From here to here the difference is 2 pi only, no? From here to here the difference is 2 pi only, no? So for every 2 pi radians or every 360 degrees, the graph is going to repeat. So that interval of 2 pi or 360 degrees is called as period of the function. So the period of sine function is nothing but 2 pi in radians or 360 degrees in degrees. So we can actually find the period of any trigonometric ratio using the graph like this. Just you have to observe the interval for which the graph is repeating. So what is the interval for which the graph is repeating? You observe. That specific interval length will be called as period. That's all. So this is the shape of the sine function which you have to remember. So sine function values cannot exceed 1. Sine function values cannot go below -1. So sine function values always fluctuate between -1 and 1. The graph always resembles the shape of a wave. Okay, so this is about sine function. Now let us consider the graph of cos function. Cos function graph shape will be similar, but the points which we have already got here are not same, but the shape of the graph will be similar. Okay, so let us consider the graph of cos function now. So I am changing y is equal to cos x. So I will keep the x values as it is, and I will get the corresponding y values. With these x values, I will try to get the corresponding y values. Let us start from 0. So for x is equal to 0, y is cos 0, which is 1. For x is equal to pi by 2, y is cos pi by 2, which is 0. What is minus pi by 2? For x is equal to minus pi by 2, what is cos of minus pi by 2? That is also 0. Here you have to observe that cos of minus theta is cos theta only. So cos of pi by 2 or minus pi by 2 will be same. Whereas in sine function that was opposite sign that we discussed. Cos of pi by 2, cos of minus pi by 2, both will be same. Okay. So for x is equal to pi, what is y? Y is cos pi minus 1. For minus pi also you will get same, because cos of minus theta is cos theta. For pi and minus pi you will get the same value. 3 pi by 2, 0. We know that for every odd multiple of pi by 2, cos function will be 0. Odd multiple of pi by 2, cos function will be 0. So cos of 3 pi minus 3 pi by 2 is also 0 only. 2 pi. For x is equal to 2 pi, cos 2 pi is 1. So for minus 2 pi also you will get same. Okay. So you have to remember that for even multiple of pi, cos function is 1. For even multiple of pi, cos function is 1. For odd multiple of pi, cos function is minus 1. So even multiple of pi means 2n into pi, it is going to be 1. Odd multiple of pi like 1 pi, 3 pi, 5 pi, it is going to be minus 1. Even multiple of pi, 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, it is going to be 1. For odd multiple of pi by 2, okay, cos function is going to be 0. So these are the different properties which we have already discussed in our previous sessions. Okay, so I am going to change the graph now. So we have to consider the graph of y is equal to cos x. So as I told you, the shape of the graph will be similar when compared to sin x graph. Cos x graph shape will be similar, but not the points. Points are definitely different points we will get, but the shape will be similar. Okay, so let us try to draw the graph now. So for x is equal to 0, y is 1. Means 0 comma 1. 0 comma 1. So here you have to observe that even cos x values will be between -1 to 1 only. So you can keep the dotted lines as it is, because cos x always fluctuates between -1 to 1. Cos x cannot be more than 1, cos x cannot be less than -1. So keep the dotted lines as it is. Why we are keeping the dotted lines? To make sure that the graph does not exceed or does not go beyond this line. The graph does not come below this dotted line here, you have to see. Okay. So for x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. This is the point. For x is equal to pi by 2, y is 0. So this is the point. Even for minus pi by 2, we will get the same thing. For x is equal to pi, y is -1. X is equal to pi, y is -1. So let me take the point here. For minus pi also, you will get the same thing. Next, for x is equal to 3 pi by 2, y is 0. For minus 3 pi by 2 also 0. For x is equal to 2 pi, you will get 1. For x is equal to pi, it is -1. Sorry, I located wrongly. So it is here. For x is equal to pi and minus pi, okay, y is -1. Now for x is equal to 2 pi, y is 1. Okay. So for x is equal to 0, y is 1. For x pi by 2, y is 0. For x is equal to pi, y is -1. X is equal to 3 pi by 2, y is 0. For x is equal to 2 pi, y is 1. And the same automatically similar locations you will get on left side of y axis. Okay. So I am trying to draw the graph now. Okay. So this will So this graph will be something like this. Okay. Okay. So I'll draw it again. So right. So this is also wave shape, same as sin x model. You got the shape of a wave only, but you can see that shape is wave shape only. The location is different, because sin x graph passing through origin, you observed in the previous graph, sin x graph was passing through origin, whereas cos x graph is not passing through origin. Okay, and here also you can specifically see that between -2 pi to 0, whatever shape we are getting, the same shape you are getting for 0 to 2 pi also. Between 0 to 2 pi, what is the shape? It is a V shape, no? The same shape you are getting for 0 to 2 pi, -2 pi to 0. Same shape you are getting. That means the graph is repeating for this interval of 2 pi. -2 pi to 0 means the interval is 2 pi only, no difference. So for this 2 pi radians or for this 2 pi radians, the graph is repeating. Why the graph is repeating? Because values are repeating. You can see between -2 pi to 0, whatever values we are getting, the same you are getting for 0 to 2 pi also. So therefore, for cos function also, for every 2 pi radians, the graph is going to repeat. For every 2 pi radians, the values of the function are going to repeat. So the interval for which the graph is repeating is 2 pi. That is called as period of cos function. So period of cos x, period of sin x, both are same. Period of cos x also we got 2 pi only, 2 pi radians or 360 degrees. Period of sin function also 2 pi. Period of cos function is also 2 pi. Both are repeating for every 2 pi radians or 360 degrees. Okay, so this is the basic information of graph of sin x and cos x. Okay, so if you like this video, please subscribe and share with others. In the next videos, I am going to come up with graph of tan, cot, cosecant and secant. Okay, so thank you everyone.